Hello, everyone. Jess Claire here. Um, I thought I would actually jump on live because I have not been on live in quite a while. Um, Now I'm trying to work out how to make this all work together. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can let me know that you can hear me, that would be great. Um, can't even see myself. If you are jumping on, please do say hello and make sure that you can actually hear me. I'm trying to find myself. I haven't done this in so long. Make sure that you hello, Nicole, Donna, Steph, everyone that is jumping on, please say hello. Hello. I actually wanted to get on and talk about Are You Searching for the Truth? Because I'm noticing a lot of people are searching for the truth. I've noticed, I've had a lot of discussions in the last, I don't know, in the last 6 months, really. If you are on, please do say hello. Hello, Chloe. Oh, good. You can hear me. Hey, Kylie. If anyone else is on, please do say hello. And I'd love your engagement on this. Are you guys searching for the truth right now? Hey, Jax. It's been so long since I've come on. I was like, I have my clients all get on and really share what's true for them. And I haven't been doing that in a long time. So I was just on Obsessed Hub. Where am I? I'm at home. This is a green screen. Doesn't it look pretty? You can tell by the like shimmery. Um, this some people said it. My background was like daytime. Hello. No, I'm not searching for the truth. Okay, so good, dear Sally. And I wanted to talk about this because, I just want to tell you kind of gamut of the last 2 weeks. So I've had people tell me that they believe that there's an orchestrated plan, that there's an elite agenda. I've had people discredit that and say there's not. I've had people say that this is a forced global economic. You're coming over. Come over. Hello, Joy Deep. A forced global economic crisis. I've had people say COVID's not real. I've had people, talk about that there's all sorts of stuff going on, right? And what I'm curious about is, even if this is true, right? Let's just say the worst possible thing that could happen. Hello, Helen. Let's just say that there's this massive elite agenda out there and they're orchestrating all this sun. I know I want to sit by the fire, except it's a frozen fire. It's kind of like not that much fun. So anyway, just, we need to catch up. And let's just say this is all happening, right? Just imagine this elite agenda. There's all these people. There's all these people orchestrating this global, whatever elite plan. Let's just say that it's all happening. What good is any of going on Facebook and screaming about how terrible it is gonna do if that's actually the case? Sitting at home in your bedroom, worrying, researching, and going down rabbit holes that make you feel terrible and awful. What is that going to do? Now, I'm curious, I'm just curious. I'm quite happy for you to add something in if I do trigger this to something here. I'm not at all discrediting the information that is out there, the facts that exist. I know there are some really quite concerning facts, even for myself. I think it's important that these things do get studied and brought to the surface. So, but what I'm really pointing to, and this is what I always come back to, is when someone's giving me information, where is that information coming from? And why am I even searching for the truth? And with what truth am I actually searching for? And so what I came to is, and I'm just going to put it out there because, That's what we do here on Facebook. I'm not even saying what I'm about to say is the truth or it's right. And you definitely shouldn't listen to me. You should definitely listen to yourself. But what I'm going to put out there is there is no truth. And you'll spend your whole time searching for one only to find that one doesn't exist. And what I want to encourage people to do, and what I want for the world, is to really think what life is like when we're in a search for the truth and we're getting on Facebook and we're telling someone else that their truth is wrong, and we're basically cutting down and discrediting and criticizing and effectively abusing others because their truth may be different. If the truth you're searching for is yet to be exposed, what good is it if it creates more separation in the process of looking for truth? I mean, what are we trying to do here? As far as I can see, this effort for truth and this search for what it is that we are trying to find, it seems like the only truth we're looking for is to validate our own rightness about what we think. Now, if that's right, and from what I see is right, then so what? At the end, you get a certificate to say you were right, there was an elite agenda, or at the end, you get a certificate to say you were right, there wasn't one. What? So what? What has anything of that got to do with you expressing who you are in the world? Who are you? Why are you here? And I just wanted to express that. As far as I can see now, everything I've ever done in my life has led me to discover something different about myself. Hey, Emma. Everything. That's right, tabloids. I know, Jack's right. And Sally, in my humble opinion, there is only one truth, God's truth, the ultimate truth, that we are one. And look, see, I think that's a beautiful truth. And the thing I know about you is you're also not going out there trying to, I mean, this is actually really perfect. I'm going to use you as an example, Sally, because I absolutely adore you and love you. And I was just at Sally's retreat over the weekend. Wouldn't it be weird if Sally Love was saying the ultimate truth is that we are one, and then all she did was get on Facebook and talk about how we're all one, and until everyone is acting as one, then it's all wrong, and we should all stop not acting as one, and everyone is being awful and abusing each other. And so now I'm going to abuse you all because you're not acting as one. So she could be right about her truth, that it is one. And the thing I love about Sally is that actually she's one of the most humble, beautiful humans I've ever met. And that is the irony of what I can see is out there, is that it's actually standing in this truth that we are one, and Sally is acting from that and demonstrating that, and is in every moment being with people as if that is the truth. That is where the real gold is. You know, I'm using that as an example, and I'm trying to actually now bring it back to what I'm trying to talk about. I think what I'm trying to say is that you get to create whatever your truth is for you. You invent something as beautiful as the ultimate truth is that we are one, and you live that way, you're going to have a pretty great life. And I'm not saying it's not true, but if you live as though the world is an elite agenda that you have no control over, that you can absolutely do nothing about, and you act and be and demonstrate that way of being against people and things, that is not going to be a great life for you. But if you consider, which I do, that potentially that is one possible view, and it could be happening based on some of the information that I have seen, it is concerning. And then there are things that I have to look at. But I'm not living like that. I'm actually living like I have a complete say over the way the world's going to go. I have complete say over what's happening. And I'm creating a future called this planet, and the consciousness and what's happening on the planet is going to shift in my lifetime. So I'm being in this moment, and I'm talking to people, and I'm being with people. Sorry, my fridge just started humming, and it freaked me out. And I'm being with people like that is the truth. So what I'm encouraging you here is don't look for your truth. Don't look for a truth. Don't look for the truth. You'll drive yourself crazy, because whatever you're doing and whatever you're believing, even in this moment, that is going to play out and become the reality anyway, right? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I just had to share that. You are living into the future that you already believe. If you are believing that this world is that we are one, which ultimately I believe the same, that there is no separateness, that nothing and nobody and no thing and everything and whatever is all one, you live like that, you actually experience that life in reality right now. And I felt compelled to come on and share with you that you get to say how this goes. I don't even know what I'm going to say now. I don't know if that sounds super conceptual, and I just know that right now there is so much information going out there that can, it's left me feeling like, whoa, there's so many misconceptions. There's so many different bits of information, one flying this way, one flying that way. It's real, it's not. Don't trust this person. This person's this. It's just like so much is going on. And I needed to get grounded in something. And when I came back to it, it's like, who am I giving my power away to here? I'm giving my power away to what other people are telling me is true. Now I get to say what's true. And so do you. You get to say how life's going to go. What else do I want to say here? I don't know if that's making any sense, but thank you. Whoever is on, I would love, what do you think about what I'm saying? I don't know even if what I'm saying is making sense. Feel better now I've got that out. For sure. Thanks, Doug. Yes. Where the thought goes, energy goes. You're making sense to me. Okay, good. I'm good. I hate being super conceptual. I try so hard, and maybe I try too hard, to get it into this language that makes sense. And if I could just tell you what I see, and if I could just show you what I see, and I could just somehow get that out in some sort of vivid HD, which I feel like is so much easier it's so much easier to convey when I'm looking into your eyes, is far more easier to convey that. And I think that sometimes we don't stop to even do that with each other. See, when you're looking into someone's soul, you can't escape how you can't escape it's even hard to put into words, just how huge the power, I feel like I'm talking shit. You can't escape who you are. You can't escape just how big you are as a human being and the power you have to influence everything in every moment. And that is something you feel. And it goes beyond, you know, the burrito that you ate and, you know, some indigestion. It's actually something far bigger than that. And like I said, I don't know if I'm making sense, and I don't know if I'm articulating this in a way, but my whole message is about practicing having a go at articulating what matters, at articulating, getting what is internally going on here into a way that I really get to convey what matters and what's important. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I appreciate those that tuned in and listened to this, because there is nothing more important to me than having people grounded and settled and not in a place of confusion and not in a place of separation, I would say, and anger and resentment. And I feel there is so much of that going on right now. And look, if you have any, you know, if you would like any particular topics for me to speak to, I feel like I could speak to anything. Please do let me know. And if you want to share this, I don't know about that, because, you know, we'll see. You know, Chloe, I think when people are in search for the truth, it's just an excuse for the ego to be righteous. The only truth I needed to find was honest connection with myself, my spirit. Beautiful. I totally get that. And I'm all about providing people how you get to that. I mean, I know there's certain people, particularly in my group. Hello, Jess Palmer. Hello, Jeanette. That don't have access to that. That's my concern. Is like, how do you give access to people for this? How do we give access to that? How do you get to see? And from what I can see, it's probably owning my own fear, and it's owning my own anger and resentment, and my own sometimes tendency to separate and want to separate myself. I don't want to be a part of some of these motherfuckers and what they're doing right now. And then at the same time, well, I do firstly go there, and then I do go to, this is not who I am. This is not what I'm creating for this world, right? So whoever's listening, and you do feel separate, and you are angry, and things aren't making sense, and you maybe have information that hasn't really given you a sense of being settled right now, it's totally okay. It's totally a part of being human. Just allow it. And I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah, I think it's important to me that you know that part of being human is also going on the ride and the roller coaster of what's happening right now, including the confusion, and that there is no truth, and that you get to create the kind of truth that you want to live into right now. I know a guy. That's right, Chloe. So that is all. And yes, I haven't had a chance to get on here. My life, it can be. We all have moments of that. So thank you, Steph. Thank you for those who tuned in. Thank you for being part of this conversation. And I know a lot of the people that jumped on here are doing the work in what it really takes to keep people together and to keep people unified. And I just really honor what that takes, because I know that every person that does that is just as human. You know, Jess and Sally and I know even those that are watching, you know, Steph, Chloe, Jeanette, all of you. I know you're human, and that you get angry, and that you get fiery, and that you want to throw things, and you have all the humanness. But I really honor you that you've taken on yourself to a place that you're able to put that aside and be the love and be the change and be all the things that really matter to you. And that takes a lot of courage. So thank you all. Thanks for tuning in, and have yourself a lovely evening. I've let go of judgment because you can accept everything as truth. Beautiful. I'll talk to you soon, Jeanette. Thanks for tuning in, guys.